Well, good morning, everybody. I know it's been quite a minute, about 3 months since I last talked to you all, and a lot has happened. So first, I'd like to thank everybody, all the subscribers out there, people who watch the page, and thanks for hanging in there. Realize I had a lot going on, and I still do, but things are definitely starting to ease up a little bit here. So this video that I'm going to bring to you today is really going to highlight just all the kind of random little things that I've done over the past 3 months here to get things up and going. So first off, realize that we are into spring now, and we are less than 10 days away now from opening the business. So I've got certificates of occupancy for cabins 1 and 3. So everything has gone well. And like I said, last time I talked to y'all, I was doing the valves for the water and getting water down to the cabins. Well, we are way beyond that right now. And things have just, chiseling away at things, little projects here left and right. But everything's been going great. We've already got reservations in the system. People are starting a lot of traffic through the webpage and things like that. All of which will be linked. There'll be links in the description below the video here. So yeah, let's get into it. I've got quite a bit to cover. This is really just going to be a lot of me talking and kind of showing you around, a few things. Probably won't get inside the cabins too much. Rebecca's got them all lined up with beds and everything's cleaned up, and I don't want to be stomping around in there with my boots and stuff. So I'll talk just about everything I've gotten done. It's quite a laundry list, so let's get into it. All right, let's first get into probably the largest aspect of everything going on here, the gravel in the driveway. Okay, several things. I've got railroad ties kind of around the area here, just kind of delineating kind of the parking and stuff where I don't want people to drive, for instance, up onto the septic tank and things like that. So that's kind of blocked off, but I've got about 60 tons of gravel down right now. And you can see this rather large gap that kind of goes down here and down the hill towards the office. That is going to be hopefully coming this week. We've been dealing with several things as far as rain. When it rains, they can't come out and lay gravel out here because the trucks wouldn't even get up the hill. They'd just be slipping and sliding all over the place. So we got to wait for several days of good looking weather, and this week looks like it's going to be a winter. So fingers crossed that we can be on the list and get our gravel delivered. But that's the one thing really now I'm waiting on that I really would like to have before we open our doors here on April 1st. So we kind of look forward to that. So I also had 20 tons of gravel dropped off up at the house. I've been manually moving that around, and that's, of course, as you can imagine, a lot of fun, shoveling gravel left and right. So let's see, grass. I'm trying to go grass everywhere. So you can see a lot of behind me. Everything kind of looks tan, especially back here. There's grass seed, there's fertilizer, and a lot of straw. There's about 25 bales of straw that I put down over a lot of the places here. Let's take a look here between cabins 1 and 2. This is all straw. I didn't put straw over everything. You can see back here towards the back, the straw line kind of ends, and that's all just plain dirt back there. I would probably need probably about 75 to 90 bales of straw in order to cover this whole property, and it's just not one of the things I was going to do. So because the water and everything is all good to go down here now, the cistern is full, the pump house is up and working 100%. I'm going to start watering things down here. We are in a burn ban right now. It's relatively dry, and yeah, we're in a burn ban. So everything is dry, so I need to keep things kind of watered if I want to have any, type of success with growing the grass. So those are the kind of the big things that are out here invisible that you can see. Cabins 1 and 3, I'm not sure if I mentioned it yet, I do have the certificate of occupancy. Like I said, we are up and going, and people are starting to make reservations and things like that. So if you are online, you're looking for more information, we have interior pictures and all this other stuff. We have accounts on Airbnb, Booking, all the big sites and things like that. But if you go to lazytcabins.com, is usually the best place to get the best prices. And I think Rebecca's got quite a few pictures on there that'll give you a good idea of what the interior of these cabins look like. So get over there and check them out for sure. All right, we're gonna mosey on down here to the office. The office is another place that's had a few things done to it, just to really kind of dress it up a little bit. One of the things as well, you can see as I'm walking past it here, I've got mulch around some of the trees here. That's really gonna help that kind of stand out and really clean up the driveway area. Not sure, I've been kicking around the idea of putting some railroad ties around that. That might be one of those things that we'll get a suggestion for one of the people that stays with us. Just, I don't know, maybe they'll bump into it or something like that. But it's just one of those things at this point. It just hasn't happened. So we'll just kind of leave it at that. So heading on down here to the office. Not a whole lot has really happened to the office, but a lot of things electronically that you won't see. I've got Wi-Fi set up now. I've got a camera doorbell set up, so people, if they show up, they can ring the doorbell, and we'll get that, you know, wherever we are out and about. I don't know if you can hear some of these things going on behind me, but the weather has been absolutely beautiful lately, and vehicles and motorcycles, and they're all starting to show up now and starting to rip around the road here. So first off, as I was walking up it, I realized you guys probably haven't seen any of this here. So this here is the stairs I built, dug these into the side of the hill here to get up here, up to the office. Turned out relatively nice. We got just some barrels. This is a deck I built just because the step to get up into the office was pretty high, so just a small little deck. We're gonna dress it up out here with some flowers and stuff. These are, of course, we're down here in moonshine and whiskey country, so these are, I guess, authentic Jack Daniel's barrels that they use. So, and then of course there's our little high-speed doorbell. That thing is pretty nice. I've been messing around with it. Of course I've got the little holders for the flags and stuff. We'll have some of that going on out here. And the steepest hill here that we have on the property as part of the cabins here, this is going to get another load of gravel here this week, hopefully. So, and then all of this has been seeded. You can see there's no straw around any of that or covering any of that, but it's all been seeded, and plenty of fertilizer has been put down as well. So one of the largest things we've done, I guess, to really kind of put stuff out there as far as what are we doing around here, is our sign. We've got a sign out by the road, so we're going to walk out here, check it out. Rebecca and I were pretty happy with this here. So that's our sign, and quite a few people I catch kind of driving by super slow, taking pictures and stuff like that. It's kind of fun. They all wave when they see me and stuff. It's usually pretty interesting to see people's reactions. So I see a bunch of cars back over in this area. Of course, we do live right across from the Baptist church here, so it's Sunday and they're doing their thing. So let's head back up the hill here, and we'll see what else I can't fill you in on. One of the things we're gonna provide here for people to kick their feet up here, put together a little fire pit and some chairs. So this is a nice little spot to relax and kind of kick your feet up a little bit. We are right now in a burn ban out here in North Carolina, since it's very dry right now and the winds are kicking up. So fires tend to spread pretty quick when those conditions are right. So this is my thoughts going forward and what has happened over the last couple months here since I've been working here without you guys. So this is, let me grab a seat here and we'll break it down. So the idea was that I needed to get a lot of things done, and it was one of those things. We had our projected opening date for April 1st, which really hasn't changed, and it's not changing. It's all kind of working out. But I wanted to make sure that I had time to get everything done that I wanted to get done before we open. So ideally, January and February, we're going to be finishing up. Generally, they're the coldest months here, so I wanted to do a lot of internal stuff. So I worked on the floors. The floors was a whole nother, the floors were a whole event. It took me about 2 weeks to get those floors done. It was just a process I went through. If you guys show up here at the Lazy Tay, you want some info on that, I will certainly sit around the fire and explain kind of what I did. But the floors ended up fantastic, and really couldn't have been happier. It was just a process. I got involved in some stuff, and it just, at times I thought it was going downhill and downhill fast, but we recovered and, kind of finished all that. So floors was a big thing that had to happen. I also had to build the vanities, so I needed to design those and come up with some ideas of how those were going to go. Those I'm actually very, very proud of. The tops of them are a red oak. It's a lot of the stuff that I had cut from a long time ago. If you remember some of those oak trees, the same oak that is actually the floors in cabins 1 and 3 right now. So anyway, got those together, got the sinks and everything, the plumbing, everything like that, connected all the water, and it was probably 3 weeks ago now that the inspector came out and okayed us to get our certificate of occupancy. And we just kind of turned the switch on from there. So Rebecca's got the website up and going. Like I said, people are online now making reservations here for the summer. I think we already have some October reservations for some folks. So initially, we're going to have a little bit of a reduced rate because we are still somewhat in a construction kind of mindset here. And then once summer gets up and going, things will kind of, settle down into, really our rates for the season. Things will get higher in October, of course, because that's the primary travel time, visitation out here. So we just, make those adjustments as we go. So from here going forward, I am done working on cabins 1 and 3. There is nothing else I need to do to either one of those cabins. So like I said, I got gravel work to do. It's all kind of lipstick stuff right now that's going on, and gravel's being the big thing, okay? So once we get that gravel all done, I'm going to move exclusively onto cabin 2 here, and I will have really nothing else to do around the property except work on cabin 2. My timeline for cabin 2, it should be up and ready to go by Memorial Day weekend. So the end of May, that'll really give me all of April and all of May to solely work on cabin 2, which is kind of where I'm sitting right now. And most of it is done. It's just, you know, I have to sit and concentrate. I haven't driven a nail on cabin 2 for probably 6 months or something like that. So we do have the windows out. The windows are up at the house, so we're going to bring the windows down, windows in. I have to box in the shower, install the shower base and things like that. But I really think that 2 months working on cabin 2, I shouldn't have any problems getting this thing up and open for Memorial Day weekend. So that way we'll have all 3 cabins open really the start of kind of summer at that point, once the end of May comes around. And then we'll kind of make a decision from there. We'll see how things are going. Probably start laying some groundwork for cabins 4 and 5, or however we're going to, you know, accomplish those. Probably going to be one at a time, but we'll see. I also have to think about the office. The office is unfinished inside. Rebecca's going to move a desk in, work out of there, and you know, that'll be fine. That'll be fine for right now. At some point, we will get in there and finish that off and kind of make it look nice. Also got to start thinking forward about our pavilion. We're going to have a pavilion out here. Not quite sure how or what we want that to look like at this point. I think it's going to be, I would love it to be some sort of timber frame structure. We'll see. We'll see. I've got to look at time and see how I can really accomplish that, because it really is on a sloped portion of the property here, and I need to figure out kind of the best way I want to do that. So yeah, so that's it, guys. I mean, there's probably 150 different things that I didn't cover here with you today. I know that this is just a talking video, not really showing any action, but I wanted to get something out for you guys to see kind of really what's been going on. And if you've been looking around on, you know, on the website or on Facebook, we've got a Facebook page as well for this thing. Like I said, all these will be linked in the description below. And, you know, you've seen some of the changes as they've happened or have been uploaded to the website and stuff like that. So everything's moving forward. Like I said, we're opening up in just a few days and people are already getting their reservations in. So once we get working back here on cabin 2, then I will start recording basically on a daily basis and get back into things. I would love to get this channel monetized again. I'm just right now, because I'm not posting very often, I'm not getting the views and the view hours that I need to get remonetized. So it's really taken I know it's taken a hit as far as, you know, providing information for you guys. So we'll get back into it for sure. So, all right, guys. Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging in there, and I look forward to seeing you guys come in the driveway here at the Lazy T. We'll see you.